Oh my gosh! Whoa, they showed it! Whoa!
Yeah, we haven't seen that before! Hello, lovely people! Welcome back to Hayley and Stella. My name is Stella.
And I'm Hayley.
And today we're back for another Avatar: The Last Airbender live action reaction. Oh, a little rhyme in the game over there. This is really exciting. Last time we had just a jolly old time. Watched the termination of the entire Air Kingdom. That was really fun and super joyous and joyful. Exactly what I expected going into the live action adaptation of our favorite children's show. So we're back for another episode. We enjoyed the last one. We're still trying to stay completely blind, so don't know what's in store. Don't really know what people like, what people don't like. So this will be 100% our opinions. Once again, I've seen the show one time. That's it. I'm a baby, and Hayley has seen it a few more times. But we're both going in with open eyes, open minds. So yes, as always, full-length reaction is going to be on our Patreon, so you can watch us totally uncut with no edits. If you'd like to, you can watch along with us. And let's just start the episode and I see what's in store. I feel like the worst has got to be behind us, right?
It should be, right?
like I know bad things are going to happen, but they'll at least give us like some padding between. I would hope. You know, they'll give us like an episode's worth. Like there are whole episodes of the original show that are just like the kids having fun.
Yeah,
we'll do that in this, right?
Right.
So let's jump in.
I do appreciate that there's like a lot of musical motifs that are returning.
Yeah.
That like they didn't just
The
do a
OG.
completely new score, that there's like bits of the original.
But it's clear that this avatar is not what you nor anyone else would have expected. How many places can there be for an avatar to hide?
Oh, well, you'd be surprised.
Only a few hours from here. According to this, Avatar Kyoshi was the fiercest of warriors,
Oh, I'm so excited.
and her shrine will help me control my power before
You kill someone?
Sokka.
it happens again.
Sokka, he's a baby. Relax.
Animal sidekicks are my favorite animal sidekicks.
Something's wrong with your bag.
Could it be our favorite flying lemur?
Hey!
A winged lemur! What's this?
This scroll has been passed down among the waterbenders.
Oh, that's different.
It contains everything
I'm pretty
you
sure
need to know
that she gets
to
the
begin
waterbending
your
scroll in
bending
the show because
education.
she steals it from some pirates.
I was gonna say that happens much later too.
Yeah.
Hey, you ready to leave? There's something I have to do first. My whole life, you were there for me.
No, this is so sad.
Goodbye, Gyatso. I'm sorry.
I hope we at least get to see more of Gyatso in flashbacks, and that they don't like. This isn't like the tie it up and with a bow, because we only saw a snippet of their history together.
You want to join us, Mama?
Momo? Bet you taste like chicken.
He is pretty hostile towards Momo in the beginning, even in
Yeah.
the show.
Oh yeah.
Quail pole egg. Quail pole egg. Vitality!
Man just wants to eat. Let him eat, Zuko.
One thing you must learn is how to get what you want without divulging your true intentions. You need to have sticky rice.
Oh, Iroh never changed.
There she is. Giant scary lady.
Kyoshi.
Sokka, should you just go in there?
Kyoshi warriors! I'm so excited!
You are trespassing on sacred ground.
Is that Suki?
Make a mistake. He's the Avatar.
Ridiculous.
I was so excited when I saw her, like the casting choice and the makeup.
I think that might be a sign.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've had visitors. Kyoshi Island has remained safe by keeping to ourselves.
All I want is to learn more about Avatar Kyoshi.
He's the Avatar.
According to you.
He's an airbender, bro. Don't you know?
Where I'm from, people help each other.
Oh.
I know I don't belong here. That's something I've been feeling a lot lately. If I can learn to be the Avatar, a world where people were happier back.
How do you say no to that face and
I
that
know.
voice?
But if he is the Avatar, how can we turn our back on him? I'm not too young. I just haven't seen the world.
I'm reminded.
Just one look.
So we will open our village to our guests for 48 hours. I trust that you will respect the limits of our generosity.
That's fair.
It's a big responsibility, all these people's lives in your hands. Personally, I take that responsibility very seriously. We have a lot in common. We're both warriors, right?
Avatar Kyoshi trained an elite force in her image. I'm a Kyoshi warrior.
They're like, stop trying to impress this girl. She ain't gonna be impressed by you, boy. Like,
Recent surveillance reports, right now.
Prince Zuko, what an honor. We don't get many VIP visitors around here.
We are in search of maps and surveillance.
uh-oh.
If you wouldn't mind giving me until the morning, I'm sure we can track down what you need.
Commander.
Zhao.
Zhao, yeah.
Could not have cast a more suspicious actor.
Yep.
Like he just gives don't trust me vibes.
Yep.
I think this actor has been in a lot of other stuff that I've seen too, and I feel like he's good from what I remember. Like
I just know that whenever Sokka put his hair down in the show, the cartoon, everyone was like, whoa. So they're like, you gotta take his hair down. Yeah.
Yep. She don't care. No shame.
Yeah.
It's too late to be like, oops, let me run away now. Like, you've made
Yeah.
your point. We get it.
You stared for too long.
You caught on quickly. You're a real waterbender, Katara.
Hey, you're so sweet.
Avoiding practice doesn't mean you'll avoid the responsibility.
You guys could learn together.
Gyatso used to be the one who trained me.
Oh, ouch.
He not ready yet.
We'll do this together. Or you could just let me use you for target practice.
He's too much of a goofball to let that one slide.
Not home
Look at
cooking,
that
but
feast.
not bad.
The food. You guys, I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm so hungry.
Just try that Gent drumstick.
There's so much food on that table, Sokka. You could share one little skewer with Momo.
Are you really an airbender?
Now he's like, let me show you. Ooh.
Oh, let him be a kid.
You don't remember the days when the war raged all around us.
We've avoided a lot of things by living the way we do.
They are not being subtle at all.
At all.
If not happy.
And why is she acting like there's literally not a single boy on her island?
True.
He thinks he's found the Avatar, according to his crew. They claim to have discovered him at a small water tribe village.
Man, your crew sucks. They're just flapping their lips everywhere. Blah, blah, blah.
Last few days, anything out of the ordinary, no matter how small, and do it fast. Sir.
Well, I also can't imagine Zuko's all that nice to his crew, so...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're just like, yeah, we don't care if we betray him.
Made it myself. I could run you through the basics if you want.
He wants so badly to impress her.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. For a hand-to-hand fighting anyway.
Oh yeah, good luck, buddy. But also, she's so into him, like...
I love.
He doesn't think he's winning, but he's winning right now.
Yeah. She's never had to flirt before. She doesn't know what what boys like.
I also... Wasn't the main subplot in the, like, original episode that he's rude to kind of all the warriors, and his attitude is kind of, how could you be warriors?
Nothing that can
There's a
help me
different
train.
conflict.
Yeah,
here.
they got rid of his,
Supposed to
like,
figure
you
out-
can't be a warrior because you're a girl.
But I did have to train. Not to develop my powers, but to keep them under control.
I mean, okay, kind of on the teachers for having them practice on the edge of a cliff.
What if nothing in here can help me? What if I never learn how to control my power?
It's only been a day, Aang. It's okay. It's okay.
All the previous avatars are incarnations of your past lives. The other avatars are inside you.
Zhao's boat.
He heard something about a flying cow near Kyoshi Island, so he set sail at dawn.
Thank you, Quail Egg Guy.
Stop! Dismissed.
Focus on the training. This is not a moment. Come on.
I was really excited for a training scene. This is just gonna be constant flirting.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
We're moving so fast.
We really are, especially because, you know, we know what happens at the end of this season.
Yeah.
There's, you know,
There may be another woman, perchance.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's interesting because I would say Suki and Sokka in the animation is kind of a slow burn, or a slower burn. Like, you know, it's gonna happen, but they take their time.
yeah, they like connect for one episode and then you don't see her till like season 2.
And then yeah.
It's about time.
Oh, jeez.
3 years. There were times I thought I'd never find the Avatar, but it's almost worse now that I know he's close, because now the chance to go home is real.
Oh.
Getting the hang of it.
I think you're a real warrior. What matters is not the power inside.
Is mom gonna catch you? Uh-oh.
I envy you. I've always wondered what the world outside was like. The town alarm. Someone's coming.
Crap, she just took off all her makeup. Now she's got to do it all over again.
I know. They're coming. Zhao and Zuko are coming.
The Avatar state is a combination of all your past lives focusing their energy.
There's no way around Zhao's men.
In Pai Show, the first move is not always the best.
Pai Show.
Where there is one Avatar, there may be another.
We are quite unprepared for guests. We like keeping to ourselves.
I've heard.
Uh-oh.
You and your men are the only outsiders here.
She really just threw him. She gonna go try and defend Aang by herself? Girl.
Being the Avatar means putting your duties above all else.
Tragedy awaits the North, and unless you do something about it, another race of benders will be wiped out.
Listen, sometimes Kyoshi's not the best to get advice from, especially if you want to feel better.
Yeah, not for a 10-year-old.
She's a little intense. We love her. She's amazing, but like, she's a bit scurry sometimes. Yes, they're killing it. Dream team.
That was cool.
Ooh.
We can't hold them off for much longer.
Where's your friend? Where is the Avatar? Avoid your duties any longer, and not only will you fail to save the world.
Oh my gosh! Whoa, they showed it. Whoa!
Yeah, we haven't seen that before.
Yeah, they definitely cut away in the cartoon. Kyoshi!
I am am calm and collected.
She's just the coolest ever. She just is. Oh my gosh.
Back to the ship!
He's like, what happened?
I brought this here.
Which is why you have to go.
And you've given us something far more valuable, a reason to believe again.
Oh.
Thank you, Sokka, for bringing the world to me.
The whole village is just right there. I'm like, this is...
Yeah, they don't care.
This is a lot. You got a face.
That is nice.
We need to get to the Northern Water Tribe because something terrible is going to happen there.
You don't have to do this alone.
I had no idea the Avatar would be there. If Your Highness had been more forthcoming earlier, we might have...
Okay, Zhao.
Don't tell anyone!
I fully understand the sensitive nature of this information.
Ugh, he makes my skin crawl.
We would be honored to have your partnership and your loyalty.
Knowing where to place my loyalties.
Every line that this man speaks oozes with dishonesty, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how can
great
you
flame
listen
of
to
the
him and
world.
be like, this is a good guy?
I know this information may arrive as a shock, and you might be...
Tattletale. I don't want to see his face. My favorite part of the cartoon was that we didn't see his face for so long.
Has returned.
Well, they announced, like, who the actor was, so we all
The
know,
casting,
like, what
true.
he looks like, yeah.
I know they announced the casting. Regardless, even if we know what he looks like, there's like there's a cinematic effect to not
Yeah.
showing a character's face. Do you know what I mean? And it was such a
Yeah.
good choice that I feel like it's one of those things that I'm like, why would you drop that? Again, unless you had a good reason to.
I guess we'll see
And
if
I don't-
Ozai maybe plays, like, a more active part in this season, as opposed to him just being, like, this
Maybe.
foreboding figure in the show until later.
I also feel like they limited the amount of, like, we've seen a lot of what's going on the other side, so to speak. And so we've seen a lot of, like, just Fire Nation politics and what's being discussed, and like the whole other episode started with like a glimpse into that world. And I feel like I don't know if I remember there being as much of that, because to me at least, I felt like a lot of their plan was a mystery most of the time, and I didn't really know like what's their strategy, what are they planning, and a lot of that had to be uncovered by the kids. So we'll see. I'm just salty because that stuck with me after I like had I had to pause the episode when we first saw Ozai's face because I was like, oh my gosh, he's here for real.
He's here.
He's here, the Phantom of the Opera. Like I could not take it. It was, yeah. So it's I think it's little changes like that are gonna, they give me the heebie-jeebies because they make me scared. I don't like, I change is great, but justify it. Be like, oh, well, we couldn't do this, so we did this. Or we didn't feel like this worked, so we did that. But I did like that episode.
I love Suki.
I love Suki. I like Kyoshi. She's scary. That means that's real.
That's her
She's
thing.
scarier than she was. Yeah. I mean, also, I don't know. Everything is feels so much higher stakes now. And like, I don't know. This is it's such an interesting difference. Like everything, even the comedy feels like it works pretty well. And I think the lines that they've written like fit the characters. We're still missing Katara's sass.
Yes.
She's got nothing. Like there's no attitude, there's no personality really, and it's not the actress, it's the writing.
Yeah, they've given her nothing to work with.
Yeah, and I'm like for another time. But like the lines they've written in are still funny, you know, and there's lots of these like little quips and sarcastic moments, but it just doesn't land the same because the atmosphere of the show as an entire like thing is so much darker and so much less funny. So I don't feel like laughing as much.
Yeah.
Well, the next episode is Omashu.
Oh.
Interesting. We've got, again, this is the thing, is the humor and the lightheartedness is so important to why this sticks with you. And there are so many characters that we are going to meet that need to have that like joy and lightness of heart and
like King Boomy.
Like King Boomy, perchance. So I hesitate to really form any strong opinions. But I do it differently, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like the show, I don't know how they did it. It's like a perfect mixture of like super, super funny, but when there's stakes, you feel those stakes. You feel stressed. You feel all those emotions. But you're right, it's not hitting the same. Sokka is at least trying to be slightly funny, which is an improvement on his character from the very terrible movie we don't talk about. But yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I think it doesn't feel like it's for kids anymore.
Oh, not at all. I'm sorry. Showing Katara's mother literally on fire in a flashback.
And but it's not even just the violence. Like the violence is, it almost feels like they were told, oh, this is going to be like a more adult version of the show. And so they were like, oh, so we have to make it really, really violent. And I actually don't think the way to get the message across of how cruel the Fire Nation is and how devastating these actions are, I don't think the way to get that across is to be like, let's show people burning to death every episode.
Yeah.
It's effective. Like, it makes me freak out. But there are more effective ways to do that without, I don't know, being so overt about it, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and nitpick, though, because I feel like there are enough people out there who are gonna do that for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's still enjoyable. I'm still having a reasonably good time. I'm having trouble forgiving them for Katara, though, because I feel like her character, she gets so much hate as a character within the Avatar: The Last Airbender fandom. A lot of people don't like her, which, guess what? Sorry, you're wrong. Katara's great. But I just feel like I don't want to give them any more fuel to be like, oh, well, they couldn't do her in live action anyway. Like, I don't know. She just doesn't have any, like, heart. She's, like, one personality trait, and it's like, I want to be a waterbender and encourage Aang, and that's it. There's no, like, fieriness in her.
And it's like a common issue when they're writing young girls or young women of, like, not understanding that the complexities of the things you want and the things you love or are scared of, whatever, are just as complicated as other characters. And I think they're doing a really good job with Aang, personally. Like, I think but they're focused so much on Aang. And one of my favorite things about the series was that, like, despite Aang being the Avatar, it wasn't like he is the star of the show and every episode's about him and whatever. Because it's not. He does nothing without his friends, and he doesn't get where he gets to without his friends. So you gotta establish them as their own characters with complicated feelings, and they're all still children. Like, let them have fun every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I am excited for Omashu. This is like where I would say this is where I was like sold on the show, because I had watched the first couple episodes during the pandemic, actually, and then didn't continue the series. And Boomy and I think post Boomy is where I was like, oh, okay, I'm tied to this now. I have to keep watching. So I hope that they do it justice. If they don't, c'est la vie. as the French say, sous le vous.
Yeah. You know what? We already have a perfect TV show. So this is just extra.
Yeah, I'm just gonna marvel at the visuals. You know, when else are we going to see like real life Kyoshi sweep everybody up in a fire, water, air, earth tornado? I don't even know what to call it. So yeah, we'll be back before you know it for episode 3. And if you enjoyed this episode, let us know. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. If you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, leave a comment. Please let us know. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. That's so silly of you. Why would you do that? And if you want to support us further, please hop over to our Patreon. You can see full-length reactions of everything we react to, movies, TV shows, you name it. So head over there, support us, and we will see you guys in the next reaction.